Welcome student. So in last lecture we have seen about the mineral nutrition. So today we are going to see the next part of the mineral nutrition. So in last lecture we have seen somewhat about the deficiency and how the deficiency occurs due to the minerals. That is, here we have also seen somewhat about the critical concentration of the minerals. That is, below the critical concentration of the minerals, the plant shows the deficiency symptoms. Today we are going to see that is about which are the deficiency symptoms and how the deficiency symptoms are seen in the plants. So see, that is about the deficiency symptoms. Deficiency symptoms in the plants. So deficiency symptoms which are mainly occurs in the plants, that is due to the deficiency of the minerals. That is, if the concentration of the minerals is below the critical concentration. So the first deficiency symptom is the stunting. First deficiency symptom is the stunting. So stunting means here the growth of the plant is retarded. Growth of the plant is retarded. That is, there is no increase in the internode portion of the प्लांट. म्हणजे इथं ग्रोथ स्टंट होते, म्हणजे काय होते तर प्लांटची ग्रोथ ही कमी होते, म्हणजे उंची त्याची वाढत नाही. त्याला आपण काय म्हणतो, स्टंटिंग. दॅट इज, इन दिस स्टंटिंग दॅट इज द ग्रोथ इज रिटार्डेड. उंची प्लांटची न वाढते, म्हणजे प्लांट खुट्ट राहणे म्हणतो आपण. दॅट इज द स्टंटिंग. देन नेक्स्ट दॅट इज द क्लोरोसिस. सेकंड इज द क्लोरोसिस. Chlorosis means the plants becomes yellow in color. Yellow in color plants कशामुळे होतं? That is, it is due to the degreening effect. It is due to the degreening effect. So in this, what happens? That is, there is the loss of the chlorophyll A. So chlorosis means there is the loss of chlorophyll pigment. There is the loss of chlorophyll pigment, and here due to the loss of chlorophyll pigment, the leaves it becomes yellow. That is, the chlorosis means the yellowing of the leaves. It is also known as the yellowing of the leaves. Then third, that is the necrosis. Necrosis. That is, necrosis means what? That is, here in these leaves, that is, there are the localized death of the tissue takes place. That is, here we can see that is there are the formation of some death patches. So see, that is, here is the leaf, and on this leaf here we can see there are the formation of the death patches like this. So here there is the formation of death patches. So at some region the cells gets dies. The cells gets dies. That is the known as the necrosis. So here the necrosis means localized death of the tissue. Necrosis means what? The localized death of tissue. Localized death of tissue, that is nothing but the necrosis. म्हणजे आपल्याला कधी कधी लीव्स वरती काही ठिकाणी सेल्स पूर्ण डॅमेज झालेले दिसतात, त्याची डेथ झालेली दिसते, आणि काही ठिकाणी ग्रीन म्हणजे मध्येच आपल्याला असे पॅचेस दिसतील. दॅट इज द डेथ पॅचेस. ओके, दॅट इज नोन ॲज द नेक्रोसिस. देन नेक्स्ट, दॅट इज द मॉटलिंग. Fourth is the mottling. So mottling means what? That is, during the mottling, here the green patches which are appears and non-green patches are also seen on the leaves. That is, the leaves shows the green patches and non-green patches. So see, that is here the leaf. Okay. So in these leaves, that is, we can see there are some the patches, that is the non-green patches and green patches. Okay. So here it is known as the mottling. Mottling means what? That is, here there are some non-green and green patches which are appears on the leaves. That is the mottling. Then next, that is the fifth point, is the abscission. Abscission, that is, we know that is here abscission means the premature fall of the flowers, fruits and the leaves. Premature fall of flowers, fruits and the leaves. म्हणजे abscission मध्ये काय होतं तर इथं जे फ्लावर्स, फ्रुट्स किंवा लीव्स जे असतात तर हे काय होतात तर मॅच्युअर होण्या अगोदरच ते काय होतात, गळून पडतात. त्यांना म्हणजे जनरली आता आपण abscission हा कन्सेप्ट ऑलरेडी जेव्हा आपण ग्रोथ हार्मोन स्टडी केलेले त्याच्यामध्ये पाहिलेले की abscission कशा पद्धतीने होते. दॅट इज द प्रीमॅच्युअर फॉल ऑफ द फ्लावर्स, फ्रुट्स अँड द लीव्स. म्हणजे जनरली लीफ बेस म्हणजे पेटिओलच्या बेसला असेल किंवा फ्लावरचा जो काही स्टॉक असतो, पेडिसेल म्हणतो त्याला, पण त्याच्या बेसला असेल तर तिथं काय होतं, abscission लेअर तयार होतो आणि त्याच्यामुळं काय होतं तर त्याला फूड सप्लाय होत नाही आणि त्यामुळं इथं ते जे काही फ्लावर्स किंवा फ्रुट्स किंवा लीव्ह जे असतात ते काय होतात, मॅच्युअर होण्या अगोदरच काय होतात, गळून पडतात आणि त्याला काय म्हणतो आपण, abscission. So these are the some deficiency symptoms which seen in the plants due to the deficiency of the mineral, that is here the mineral elements. So first, that is the deficiency symptoms. Once again see, first that is the stunting. That is stunting means what? That is growth is retarded. So here the growth is retarded. ग्रोथ रिटार्ड होते प्लांटची. म्हणजे इथं काय होतं तर स्टेम इलॉंगेशन होत नाही. प्लांटचं जे काही स्टेम असेल त्याचं कंडेन्स्ड राहतं आणि प्लांटची हाईट जी आहे ती वाढत नाही. त्याला काय म्हणतो आपण, स्टंटिंग. इट इज नोन ॲज द स्टंटिंग. देन सेकंड इज द क्लोरोसिस. दॅट इज द लॉस ऑफ द क्लोरोफिल. दॅट इज द डिग्रीनिंग इफेक्ट म्हणतो त्याला आपण. डिग्रीनिंग होतं म्हणजे ग्रीन पार्ट हा निघून जातो. कारण का आपण इथं क्लोरोफिल पिगमेंट्स, क्लोरोफिलमध्ये क्लोरोफिल ए आणि क्लोरोफिल बी हे जे आहे याचं प्रमाण काय होतं, कमी होतं आणि झॅन्थोफिल आणि कॅरोटीनचं प्रमाण वाढल्यामुळे लीव्ज आपल्याला कसे दिसतील, इथं येलोइश कलरचे दिसतील. दॅट इज इट इज क्लोरोसिस. त्यालाच आपण अजून दुसरं काय म्हणू शकतो, दॅट इज इट इज द येलोइंग ऑफ द लीव्ज. इट इज नोन ॲज येलोइंग ऑफ द लीव्ज. Then next, that is the necrosis. Necrosis means that is on the leaves there are the formation of the death patches. That is the some death patches which are occurs on the leaves. That is known as the necrosis. म्हणजे आपण आपल्याला ग्रीन लीव्ज वरती मध्येच असे सेल्स जे आहेत ते डेथ झालेले दिसतील, डॅमेज झालेले दिसतील. Then mottling. Mottling means here on these leaves there are the patches which are produced. That is some green patches and the non-green patches are developed. That is known as the mottling. That is appearing of the green patches and the non-green patches on the leaves. Okay. So it is known as the mottling. Mottling, that is here formation of green and non-green patches. abscission, that is the premature fall of the flowers, fruits and the leaves. It is known as the abscission. So these are the deficiency symptoms which occurs in the plants, that is due to the deficiency of the minerals. That is, if the minerals are below critical concentration, then here these deficiency symptoms are occurs. Now students, in your book, that is there is given one table, तर टेबुलर फॉर्म मध्ये तुम्हाला तुमच्या बुक मध्ये पेज नंबर 145, तर इथं तुम्हाला या पेज वरती आणि 146 या पेज मध्ये तुम्हाला हा चार्ट दिलेला आहे की मिनरल कोणकोणते आहेत, त्यानंतर त्याच्यामध्ये त्याचे काही डिफिशियन्सी सिम्पटम्स दिलेले आहेत. तर हे तुम्ही थोडासा तो चार्ट क्लिअरली पाहायचा आहे आणि तो चार्ट तुम्ही अभ्यासायचा आहे. त्या चार्टमध्ये तुम्हाला हे जे काही डिफिशियन्सी सिम्पटम्स दिलेले आहेत ते डिफिशियन्सी सिम्पटम्स तिथे तुम्हाला डिटेल पाहायला मिळतील. बाकी तो चार्ट तुम्हाला थोडंसं लक्ष देऊन वाचला तरी तो लक्षात येण्यासारखा आहे, सोप्या पद्धतीचा तो चार्ट आहे. ठीक आहे. सो दिस आर द डिफिशियन्सी सिम्पटम्स. आणि हे डिफिशियन्सी सिम्पटम्स तुम्हाला प्रत्येक इलेमेंट्स मध्ये तुम्हाला वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचे डिफिशियन्सी सिम्पटम्स तिथे पाहायला मिळतील. तर तो चार्ट तुम्ही पाहायचा आहे. Then next that is about the toxicity of micronutrients. Toxicity of micronutrients. So the micronutrients, if they are insufficient amount, if they are insufficient quantity, in plant, if the nutrients they are insufficient quantity, then the plant shows normal growth. इथे मात्र प्लांटची आपल्याला कशी ग्रोथ दिसेल, प्लांट शोज नॉर्मल ग्रोथ, प्लांट शोज नॉर्मल ग्रोथ. इफ द मायक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट्स आर इन लेस क्वांटिटी, जर मायक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट्स आपण जर लेस क्वांटिटी मध्ये प्लांट्सला सप्लाय केले किंवा प्लांट्स मध्ये मायक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट्स लेस क्वांटिटी मध्ये असतील, दॅट इज द प्लांट शोज डिफिशियन्सी सिम्पटम्स. द प्लांट शोज डिफिशियन्सी सिम्पटम्स. प्लांट शोज डिफिशियन्सी सिम्पटम्स म्हणजे जर सफिशियंट क्वांटिटी मध्ये जर आपण एलिमेंट्स जर सप्लाय केले असते तर प्लांटची ग्रोथ ही नॉर्मल होईल. परंतु प्लांट मध्ये जर लेस क्वांटिटी मध्ये जर मायक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट्स आले तर मात्र तिथे आपल्याला डिफिशियन्सी सिम्पटम्स दिसतील. आणि आताच आपण डिफिशियन्सी सिम्पटम्स बघितलेले आहेत, कोणकोणते आहेत. फॉर एक्झाम्पल नेक्रोसिस, क्लोरोसिस, मोटलिंग, देन स्टंटिंग ऑफ द ग्रोथ, ॲब्सिशन, दीज आर द डिफिशियन्सी सिम्पटम्स. आणि मग हे डिफिशियन्सी सिम्पटम्स कशामुळे दिसतील, इफ द मायक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट्स आर इन द लेस क्वांटिटी. If the micronutrients are in the excess, when they are excess, if the micronutrients are the excess, then if the micronutrients are excess, that is they are above the critical concentration. If they are above the critical concentration, जर below critical concentration असतील तर आपल्याला deficiency symptoms पाहायला मिळतील. if they are more than the critical concentration. Okay, if they are more than critical concentration. More than critical concentration, then it is known as the toxicity. Okay, so here it causes the toxicity. म्हणजे प्लांट्स मध्ये मिनरल न्यूट्रिएंट्स हे सफिशियंटच असणं गरजेचे आहे. जर ते कमी प्रमाणात झाले न्यूट्रिएंट्स तर काय होऊ शकतं, तर आपल्याला डिफिशियन्सी सिम्पटम्स पाहायला मिळतील, लीव्ज वरती वेगवेगळे सिम्पटम्स पाहायला मिळतील. जर ते एक्सेस क्वांटिटी मध्ये झालं तर मात्र काय होईल, इट कॉजेस द टॉक्सिसिटी. इट कॉजेस द टॉक्सिसिटी. सो हियर ड्यू टू द टॉक्सिसिटी, here the plant growth which takes place, it gets stunted. Plant growth काय होईल, stunt होईल. And here it shows the reduction in the dry weight. So it shows a reduction in dry weight. That is, how many dry weight is reduced? That is up to the 10%. Up to, that is a reduction in the dry weight. If the plant shows a reduction in dry weight up to the 10%, that is the dry weight is reduced. Dry weight is reduced. Okay, so see that is here. It is due to the excess amount of the nutrients. It is due to the excess amount of the nutrients. So for example, that is the manganese. See here, manganese which is present, if it is present in excess, in plants, if the manganese is present in excess amount, then it inhibits the absorption of iron and magnesium. It inhibits absorption of iron and magnesium. Iron and magnesium, its absorption काय होता, inhibit होता. Okay, so it also inhibit the movement of the calcium. Inhibit movement of calcium. So in mobility we have seen, that is here the iron and magnesium, these are the mobile. Okay, these they move from the old region to the younger region. So here the absorption of the iron and the magnesium, it is stopped, but here the calcium is immobile. So here the movement of the calcium ions, it is also inhibited. So here if the manganese is present in excess amount, there will be, the plant will be shows the deficiency of the iron, magnesium and the calcium. It shows the deficiency of iron, magnesium and the calcium. That is because of the toxicity of the, conclusion, that is because of toxicity of Mn. टॉक्सिसिटी कशाची वाढली, Mn ची, मॅंगॅनीज ची टॉक्सिसिटी वाढली असेल तर त्याच्यामुळे काय होऊ शकतं, तर याची टॉक्सिसिटी वाढल्यामुळे काय होतं, तर मॅंगॅनीज मुळे जास्त प्रमाणात मॅंगॅनीज प्लांट्स मध्ये वाढलं तर इट इनहिबिट्स द ॲब्सॉर्प्शन ऑफ द आयर्न अँड मॅग्नेशियम. आयर्न आणि मॅग्नेशियमचं ॲब्सॉर्प्शन इनहिबिट होतं, कमी होतं. देन इट इज ऑल्सो इनहिबिट द मूवमेंट of the calcium. It also inhibits the movement of the calcium. And here, due to the toxicity, increase in the large amount of the magnesium ion, excess amount of the magnesium ion, that is known as the toxicity. So due to the toxicity of the manganese in plant body develops deficiency of deficiency disease iron, magnesium and calcium. Deficiency of iron, magnesium and calcium. या तीनही न्यूट्रिएंट्स ची आपल्याला काय दिसेल डिफिशियन्सी दिसेल का कारण देयर इज द एक्सेस अमाउंट ऑफ द मॅंगनीज. ओके, सो इट इज नोन ॲज द टॉक्झिसिटी. म्हणजे टॉक्झिसिटी म्हणजे काय तर एखादा मिनरल जर जास्त प्रमाणात झालं, एखादा एलिमेंट जर जास्त प्रमाणात प्लांट्समध्ये झाला, एक्सेस अमाऊंटमध्ये झाला तर त्याला आपण काय म्हणतो, त्याच्यामुळे टॉक्झिसिटी होऊ शकते. मग टॉक्झिसिटी म्हणजे काय तर जनरली कशी टॉक्झिसिटी होऊ शकते तर जर मॅंगनीजचं प्रमाण जर प्लांट्समध्ये जास्त झालं तर मॅंगनीजमुळे काय प्लांटमध्ये येऊ शकणार नाहीये तर इट इनहिबिट द ॲब्सॉर्प्शन ऑफ द आयर्न अँड मॅग्नेशियम अँड ऑल्सो द कॅल्शियम. ओके, अँड ड्यू टू विच हिअर द टॉक्झिसिटी ऑफ द मॅंगनीजची टॉक्झिसिटी वाढल्यामुळं आपल्याला या प्लांटमध्ये डिफिशियन्सी कशाची दिसेल मग तर आयर्न, मॅग्नेशियम अँड द कॅल्शियम, की जेणेकरून प्लांट्समध्ये त्याचा सप्लाय आयर्नचा, मॅग्नेशियम आणि कॅल्शियमचा सप्लाय हा काय दिसेल कमी दिसेल. ओके, सो इट इज अबाउट द टॉक्झिसिटी ऑफ द मायक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट्स. Okay student, then the next thing that is about the mineral salt absorption. Mineral salt. Okay student, then next that is about the mineral salt absorption. So mineral salt absorption means here in the plants how the minerals are absorbed. So here there is no relation between the absorption of the water and the minerals. Here the minerals are mainly absorbed independently to the water absorption. Minerals are absorbed independently to the water absorption. That is, there is no relation between the absorption of the water and the minerals. So in last lecture, that is in last topic, plant water relations, we have seen some the absorption, that is the passive absorption and the active absorption. And so see once again about the passive. First we see that is the passive absorption. Passive absorption and active absorption. These two processes we have seen in last topic, that is the plant water relations. So once again see that is the passive absorption means here there is no expenditure of energy. In passive absorption, no expenditure of energy. So here in the passive absorption there is no expenditure of energy, but in the active absorption there is the expenditure of energy. Expenditure of energy, and this energy which is used, that is this energy is in the form of the ATP energy which is utilized, and here the absorption of the minerals takes place. So here in the passive absorption there is no expenditure of energy, that is here how the movement of the ions takes place or the minerals takes place, that is the movement of the minerals, it takes place, that is by the process of diffusion. By the process of the diffusion, that is diffusion means we have seen that is the movement, it mainly takes place, that is from the high concentration to the low concentration. High concentration to the low concentration. So here this movement, it is due to the diffusion. It is due to the diffusion. Okay, so here in the passive absorption there is no expenditure of energy, due to which here the movement takes place only by the process of the diffusion, that is here, and the minerals which mainly diffuse, that is moves from the higher concentration to the lower concentration, that is the passive absorption. But in active absorption there is expenditure of energy, that is here the ATP energy is utilized. ATP energy is used, and this ATP energy is utilized, which is produced during the respiration. ATP energy is utilized, and this ATP energy which is utilized and which is produced during the process of respiration. That is the process, that is the passive absorption and the active absorption. Okay, so these two processes we have seen already. The next concept, see, that is about the Donan equilibrium. Next concept, that is about the Donan equilibrium. So in the Donan equilibrium, so what is the concept? That is the scientist Donan who discovered this process, that is how the absorption of the minerals takes place. And so here it is based on the passive absorption. Donan equilibrium, it is based on the passive absorption. It is based on the passive absorption. So here the passive absorption we have seen that it is due to the diffusion. It is due to the diffusion. That is in the diffusion from the higher concentration to the lower concentration. So here till equilibrium. So here the diffusion it mainly takes place, that is from the region of the higher concentration to the region of the lower concentration. So how it is explained, that is, suppose here is the plant cell, is the cell wall, then here is the cell membrane. So it is the plant cell, and here outside the plant cell there are the anions which are the negatively charged. These are the anions. These are the anions which are the negatively charged. Okay, so see these anions which are the outside of the cell wall. So these anions which moves from the higher concentration to the lower concentration, these are mainly the negatively charged elements. These are the negatively charged. Negatively charged. And they move inside the cell. And here they are see here these anions which moves from the outside into the cell, that is high concentration to the low concentration, and accumulate or fixed. These are accumulate or fixed. Or fixed inside the inner membrane of the cell. Inside the inner membrane of the cell. Okay, so these are the anions. These are the anions. So see, that is here these anions when gets accumulate inside this membrane of the cell, then here these anions, these are neutralized by the cations. So these are the cations which are the positively charged. positively charged. Okay, so these cations then here enters, and when the cations enters into the cell, inside the cell, that is the negatively charged anions, these are neutralized by the cations. These are neutralized by the cations. Okay, so the cations which are the positively charged, anions which are the negatively charged. So here the effect of the cations is mainly changed. That is here uptake inside and neutralize the anions. They neutralize the anions. So here neutralization of the anions by cations. See here. Neutralization of anions by cations. By cations, that is negatively charged, and these are the positively charged. It is known as the Donan equilibrium. It is known as the Donan equilibrium. म्हणजे इथं जेवढे निगेटिव्हली चार्ज असतील तेवढेच पॉझिटिव्हली चार्ज anions येतील आणि मग इथं हे कुठेपर्यंत येतील टिल इक्विलिब्रियम. टिल इक्विलिब्रियम म्हणजे हे पूर्ण न्यूट्रलाइज होत नाही तोपर्यंत. ठीक आहे. सो हियर द न्यूट्रलायझेशन ऑफ द anions बाय द cations, it is known as the Donan equilibrium. It is known as the Donan equilibrium. So here in the cells that is here, when the movement of the minerals takes place inside the cell, then again here the movement of the minerals it mainly takes place from the cortex cells, that is cortical cells, to the xylem. Cortical cells, the movement it takes place from the cortical cells to the xylem, and then again various parts of the plant. Xylem, that is here the movement it takes place firstly here the movement takes place in the cortical cells, and then from cortical cells they goes up to the xylem, then through the xylem, that is they move to the various parts of the plants. Various parts of the plants. Various parts of the plants. That is, these mineral elements, these are utilized in the various metabolic processes in the plants. So here when they are enters into the various parts, then again they are used for the synthesis of the organic compounds. They are used for the synthesis of organic compound, and they again transfer through the phloem towards the various parts of the plants. Okay, so it is about the Donan equilibrium. म्हणजे Donan equilibrium मध्ये काय सांगितलेलं आहे तर सुरुवातीला प्लांट सेल मध्ये anions येतील, बरोबर आहे, आणि anions निगेटिव्हली चार्ज असतील. these are accumulate in the inner membrane of the cell. Then here these are neutralized by the cations which are the positively charged. Okay, so here neutralization of the anions by these cations, it is known as the Donan equilibrium. It is known as the Donan equilibrium, and in this way here the movement of the minerals it mainly takes place, that is from the higher concentration to the lower concentration, that is by the process of the diffusion. Okay, so here then again here the minerals which moves from the cortical cells to the xylem, and then through the xylem they move towards the various parts of the plants. Okay, so it is about the Donan equilibrium. So today students we have seen, and that is about how the absorption of the minerals in the salt takes place, and then we have also seen some deficiency symptoms of the minerals and the toxicity of the minerals. Okay student, so today we stop here.